really, really don't want to follow that. Especially because I saw Duncan tweet earlier today a clip from Babe, the movie, and now I'm kind of like, packet ham, Babe. It's not good look, dude. Not good. Okay, I'm also extremely nervous about how well this is going to go down with you guys because it took me 20 minutes to get served at the bar downstairs because I'm not wearing black. Okay, here we go. I was going to write something new for tonight, and then Joan Rivers died. Okay, so she said you should always get a plug-in, and assuming she didn't mean the butt type, this one is for you, Joan. I'm going to read to you from my memoir of my life, because that's what memoir means. I wrote this quickly before a taxi came. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to read to you from my memoir of my life and crimes in the fashion industry. As you can see from the use of Fashionista and the colour pink and the high-heeled shoe on the cover, I am your basic bitch. To keep things interesting, I've turned my reading into an audience participation and or drinking game. Okay, so Angela Clarke advises that you drink responsibly and cannot be held liable for any Tuesday morning hangovers. My memoir starts with my boyfriend of 4 years who went to a top 10 UK university, dumping me, who did not go to a top 10 UK university, with the words, and I quote, it had never worked out. All my friends are going to be bankers, lawyers and accountants. Sweetie, you just wouldn't fit in. Better to end it now before you feel really bad about yourself. You know, cheers for years in therapy, douche. I am in my book and on stage this evening when I can find the page. Okay, the colours don't show in the light. Okay, I wanted to refer to said boyfriend who dumped me hideously as the heartless, lying, cheating, stuck-up, smug mummy's boy, banking bastard, because he got a job at Barcat. That seems like a waste of ink and paper, and you know, there was sort of a slander thing. So for the sake of the environment and being succinct, I will call him side parting after his ridiculously smarmy haircuts. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. When I say side parting, I want you to channel all the hurt and the rage from whenever you've been cheated on, whenever you've been dumped, whenever you've been treated like crap by someone you've loved, and I want you to shout, boo, okay? And then I want you to take a sip from your drink. You don't have to do that because I'm not really going to make you get drunk, but it seems like a fun idea for a reading. Okay, so let's test it. Side parting. You have no idea how pleasing it is to hear a whole room boo my ex-boyfriend. Okay, so now, everybody needs a good rebound affair, and mine was with a hot lawyer. Yeah, I do have a type, the ones with money. I really originally in my book called him legally hot. You don't get points for originality in publishing, but you know, it helps. In honour of the sex that we had in all of the different locations and in all of the different positions, each time I say legally hot, I want you to say he's behind you. So, ready? Legally hot.
He's behind you!
Awesome. Now the guys downstairs are thinking we're doing a panto, which is great. Okay, now here's the twist in the tale. This story is about a date with side parting's flatmate, okay, who after I good job, guys. Who after I drunkenly called his new boss Darling, I've nicknamed Mr. Darling. So that's kind of a recurring thing. I'm really shit with names. I'm so sorry if I've met you before and I don't remember them. Nice to see you, darling. When I say Mr. Darling, okay, I want you to channel all your sexuality. I want to channel all those hot things. I want you to go. Okay, ready? Mr. Darling. Good job. I'm so pleased we did this after a piece of drink for a good half an hour. Okay, and finally, you need to know that I was just beginning my first heel-clad teeters towards fully-fledged fashionista lifestyle, which basically means fully-fledged twat. So every time I name-drop a designer brand, I want you to yell twat. That's another drink. Okay, so from the top, we're going to go. Okay, we'll have a little practice. Ready? Okay, side parting. Legally hot.
He's behind you!
Mr. Darling.
Grrr.
Prada.
Twat!
Excellent. Okay, so now we have to imagine really, really, really hard, and you may need to close your eyes or squint, or just look at my profile picture, which is heavily retouched. When I was 22, way back. Okay. I can't actually see in this light. What am I doing? I've never dated before. My first boyfriend and I rode around on bikes and then snogged on the way to school. Side parting. Boo! And I hung around class and then snogged in the sixth form common room. Legally hot.
He's behind you!
And I met in a club and shagged everywhere. How do you date? Mr. Darling? Sounded very proper when he asked me out. Is he going to arrive in a top hat and place his jacket over puddles? Will there be a chaperone? What will we talk about? I gripped this counts as a fashion plug. I gripped the silk top in my hand.
Twice!
Good job. I can control my outfit. This shirt, my top shop pencil, that doesn't count. Pencil skirt, Gucci heels.
Twice!
And black fishnet tights. The ones with the That's some slack. Okay, I can do this. The restaurant is in a quiet back street between High Holborn and Clarke. Thank God I printed a map. Christopher Columbus would struggle to find this with a sat nav. My heels reverberate off the cobbles. Mr. Darling is waiting awkwardly outside of a homely building. I really can't fucking see in this light. That's what happens, kids, when you get over the age of 30. Mr. Darling is waiting awkwardly outside a homely-looking restaurant. He still looks good in his t-shirt and jeans. I was worried it was going to be a tux. He looks nervous. Did you find it okay? He holds the door open. Yes. Thanks. Say something else. The restaurant is terracotta with cane chairs, white tablecloths and candles in jars. Not a chain, not wallet weepingly flashy, not a kebab shop. Good choice. I came here a couple of times during my internship. It's good. He points to our table. Great. I should have read the newspaper. Prepared flashcards. I pick the furthest chair so my back's against the wall. I can see all the escape routes. Shall we get some wine? Mr. Darling looks at the menu. Great. Red, is that okay? He offers me the list to see. Great. I've only managed words of one syllable since I got here. So, good evening, would you like to order some drinks? The Italian waiter interrupts what would have been a very fascinating observation about Parmesan. Chianti okay? Mr. Darling asks. You're getting weaker, guys. Your sex drive is like flagging. Great. Should be now. The waiter smiles sympathetically. Mr. Darling's on a date with a monosyllabic moron. Side parting was right. I have nothing to offer. I should go hang out with my equals. Maybe there's a nursery school round here, or a fish tank. So how was your day at work? Mr. Darling smiles. Great. No, shoot him now, it's the humane thing to do. The wine arrives, thank God. I take a big gulp of the red. This is delicious. Oh my God, that was like a reasonably long word. I just need to stay away from the cheese topic. Glad you like it. I love Italian wine and food and the country. It's so beautiful. He's really trying hard at this point. I've never been. I've always wanted to. The wine is making me better. This is how I date, with alcohol. I take another gulp. You should go. You'd love it. The architecture is stunning and the food. Did I mention the food? I want to see the art, the frescoes, the sculpture. I love the Renaissance, Botticelli, Giotto, Michelangelo. I would love to see Caravaggio in situ. It's like I'm playing a word association game. At least I didn't say Parmesan. The wine has freed my mind. I take another gulp. Good wine. Glad you like it. Shall we get some food? Ooh, olives. I love olives. Let's get olives and garlic bread. Do they have garlic stuffed olives? I love those. Oh, wait, should you eat garlic on a date? I've forgotten how fast you talk, he laughs and selects a garlic stuffed olive from the dish on the table. Bad habit, I toast my glass to him. It's going to be okay, it's going well. Mr. Darling stares at me as I scrape the final... Shit, I forgot that one. Stares at me as I scrape the final smears of tiramisu from my plate. You really like tiramisu. Lovely, ate it for breakfast yesterday. I could eat another one now. How do you stay so slim? this was a long time ago, 2 sizes smaller. How do you stay so slim? Mr. Darling looks like I've just carried 14 Italians in a Giotto from a burning building. I'm not that thin. You see that breadstick over there? He glances at the jar of breadsticks on the next table. Yes, she works in my office. I pick up a wine bottle and tip it into my glass. Empty? When do we finish that? Want another drink? Oh, do they have Vinsanto? I love that. He signals to the waiter. I'm just going to the bathroom. I stand. Whoa. The floor feels spongy. Perhaps I drank that red a bit too fast. In the ladies, I push my hair back from my face and look in the mirror. I look great. It's a really bad sign. It's guaranteed you're drunk if you think you look great in the mirror. I need some water. Your Vinsanto's here. You've hid your eyes for years. Like, hid them, I say, pointing at him. Are you okay? Mr. Darling throbs toward me and away from me. I need some air. Here, let me help you. His hand is under my arm. Suddenly we're outside. 2 people lurch toward us laughing, like funhouse mirror reflections. I want to go some quiet. There's a park over there, Mr. Darling. Waves his hand about. My ankle twists. Mr. Darling. Hands catch me as one knee comes in contact with the cobbles, and that's going to hurt in the morning. Stupid cobbles. Let's get you over here on the bench. Parmesan. Are you all right? The floor spins. My stomach is trying to escape. Going to be sick. I push him out the way and throw up in the flower beds. And ladies and gentlemen, or rather, we married him.